Alright, today I want to share a topic on how to identify a trend, okay, in a forex chart, or stock market chart, right? So what I'm going to do here, this is a candlestick chart, right? Before we go into the details, I would like to put up some disclaimer that I'm not a financial consultant, right? So whatever I'm sharing here is just for educational purpose, right? So I mean, right now trading, is very common, right? Because it would say that it's one of the easiest passive income you could find, right? So before we go into trading, of course, we need to understand, a bit of the financial, details, like whether it's forex or it's stocks, right? So at least we need to know what we are trading, right? Before we even go into trading, right? So I need to stress that knowing a trend, right, in a particular instrument, right, whether it's like in this case it's a forex, so is very important. The reason why I say that it's important is that if let's say you enter at the wrong time, right, and then but you are in the right direction, right, at least you don't feel panic so much, okay? But if let's say you enter a trade, right, where you're in a reverse or trend or counter trend, right, then yeah, the risk of losing is very high, right? So there are a lot of method strategy like trend trading, but anyway, I'll get started, and we try to cover as much as we could, in this simple example, right? So if you look at this, right, there's a lot of time frames here, right? So the trend could be, coming down in this monthly time frame, right? Whereas the trend could be different in weekly time frame or daily time frame, right? So this is a weekly time frame. Weekly time frame means that like for the one candle here, right, it represents 1 week of movement, okay? So monthly time frame is that one candle here is 1 month movement. So I wouldn't go into the candlestick pattern or candlestick reading, right? So that one I think I'll cover in another day, right? So now let's go to daily time frame, and this one candle here is movement for whole day, right? And then H4 is bi-weekly, right? Is 1 week, and for H1 here is every one candle here is 1 hour. Okay, so if you look at it, this is what we call period separator, right? So one box here is 1 day, right? 1 day, right? You can look at the time series here, and then H4 here, one box is 1 week. Then D1 here is like here is 1 month, right? Okay, so W here is 1 whole year. All right, so now, so normally if you want to identify a trend, right, I like to go to W1, right, and try to look at it, right? So in this case, right, I think for the past 2 years is going down, right? When I say going down, right, downtrend, right, what it means, so when the price is going up, right, you will start to see pattern like this, right? Let's say in year 2015, right? So we want to see the trend in 2015 is like, so this is a low, right? We start with low here, and then we make one high, lower high, right? This high is lower than this low, right? So it makes a new high, right? So it's going up like that, right? So but then over here it's like a stagnant a bit. I didn't make any new high, right? So when you see it touched somewhere near this range low again before making a new high, right? So in this case, right, you can look at it, it's like it's still going up, right? You can see the trend is clearly going up until it reached somewhere here, then it starts to drop. Okay, so at least you can see some pattern here, but I'm going to switch it to a daily time frame, right? So like this one. So we look at it, right? You see the trend, right? It's coming down. Okay, it's very clear. So I zoom out a bit just to see the trend, right? From 2018, it started coming down, right? So if let's say you want to take a trade, right? I will try to sell, when you go back to a high here, then I start to sell, right? I will not try to sell somewhere here, right? So you know that when the market is going down, right, you will try to make new low, right? So normally you won't sell at the new low, right? You need to sell at the recent high, right? Like here, here, right? Then your stop loss, you know, and also the profit will be much more. Okay, so this is one of them, right? Can you see Australian dollar is clearly in a downtrend, right? So next we look at oil. Okay, CL crude light is oil. Let's start with W1. So it's going up in the period of 2009, you know, up for a while. Then after that, 2012 and 13 range, it started coming down, you know, and then you go up again, coming down. But like, overall, you see it's a downtrend, right? It's in a downtrend. So now let's go back to this one, a weekly time frame, right? Down, up, down. Okay. So this is, you see a big gap here, right? This is a gap down. Okay. It just dropped too fast, right? So the candle even not able to you know, touch each other, right? It's just a gap down. Now we'll go to daily time frame, right? So you can see, you know, like in January it's going up a bit, hit the top here, you know, but cannot more than this top, so it's not considered uptrend. So here, down, 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 you know, straight away down. But so this is a daily time frame chart, right? But normally when we trade, right, and then we know that it's already downtrend, right? So in this range, right, this range over here, right, we'll always go for the sell, right? Gold is going up definitely, right? So down, going up again, going to test this high, back to here. So this is the most basic candlestick chart you'll see, right? So but personally for me, right, I'm not a very I would say I'm programmer, right? So a friend of mine told me that as a programmer, right, you like to develop systems, okay? So in this case, right, I like to introduce the use of moving averages to look at trends, okay? So there are few moving averages here, right? So let me remove some of them, you know. Okay, so actually so this is the moving average that I'm using, right? I mean, I do not want to confuse you yet with what is the settings for this one, but if you want to take a look, right, this is how it looks like, right? So for me, I learned financial trading from a few gurus, you know, so you might see that my style may deviate a bit from here, right? So whatever way it worked for you, right, just stick to it, right? So but this is one of the way I learned from some guru in the past, right? So but I will show you another guru later, okay? So you look at the chart here, right? So a very simple thing is that everything below this black line is a downtrend, right? Above this black line is uptrend, right? So that's simple, right? So in this case, right, for example, in a D1, right, from somewhere near 2019 onwards, right? So this is a downtrend. Let's mark this, you know, using some shapes. This area, right? So this is from here onwards, right, is a downtrend, right? So now this is a daily time frame, right? Let's switch to a H4, which is a smaller time frame, right? So you look at this, right? If let's say you are a financial trader, right? So once you know in the big time frame, it already changed to downtrend, right? So whenever you want to take a trade, right, in a smaller time frame, you always go for the same direction in sync with the bigger time frame, which is sell down. Like in this case over here, going up, I don't take it, I don't touch it, right? Here I start again, you know. So I will sell somewhere here, I will sell somewhere here. Okay, so for example right now, right, it's going back to uptrend, right? So for me, I'll stop, right? And also when you want to do the selling, right, I try to be as close as to the line as possible, right? This moving average. Okay. I think okay. I think that's enough for the forex market. But let me switch to the stock. So for stocks trading, right, I like to use a platform called TradingView. All right. TradingView. So in this case, right, look at it. It's basically the same concept, right? Time frame, you know, go by weekly, monthly. Right. USO is an oil ETF. Okay. So similar to crude light. But of course, crude light is a commodity, right? So this one is just the ETF. It's two different things, but the movement more or less the same, right? So again, right, if you use MA, moving average, right? So you know that the moving average sloping down, you know, so it's a sell trend, right? So this is a sell trend. If you move to D1, right, below this MA, you know, is a sell trend, right? So yeah, feel free to use any moving average, right, which proven for you. If you do not know, just, you know, follow some guru, so I can follow my settings. So I learned this from someone else. I don't claim that I invent this. I learned from someone else, right? Yeah. I hope this lesson, this sharing, very clear, you know, and allow you to identify the trend easily. So in the next session, right, I'm going to share with you how to identify key support and resistance. Okay, thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel. See you next time.